Batty went missing for 6 years, living a nomadic life with his mother, Melanie. After an altercation with Melanie, he packed his bags and traveled from France to England. Now, Batty has been reunited with his grandmother and opened up about his life on the road. Batty went missing while on holiday in Spain on December 11, 2023. 6 years after his escape, the teenager finally opened up about his life on the road. Batty, from Greater Manchester, lived a nomadic life with his mother, Melanie, 43, and his granddad, David. He had been considered missing for 6 years since his mother did not have legal guardianship. But, after 6 years of never having a stable home, he decided to walk out of the rented home they shared in the French Pyrenees. The teenager had a disagreement with his mother. Although they had argued about something small, he had reached his breaking point, making him realize that he wanted to live a different life to fulfill his dream of starting a career in computer science. He clarified that Melanie was not a bad person but not the greatest mother. He revealed that he spent some of his time in France working for his grandfather. He did all kinds of jobs including construction, demolition, and more, but he believed earning money added to the arguments he had with his mother. Batty said he and his mother did not see eye to eye about many things. She preferred to live a life off the grid and had anti-government and anti-vax views. She also worried that Batty would be put into care if he traveled to the UK without legal documents. Before taking off, Batty left a note for Melanie. In the note, the teenager assured her that he loved her and that she did not need to worry about him. "Don't worry about yourself. I'm sure you won't get found. Don't worry about me either. You know I can look after myself. I love you very much. Don't be angry with me. Love, Alex," wrote Batty. He packed up a few essentials such as t-shirts, 3 pairs of trousers, socks, pants, a skateboard, a torch, €100, and a Swiss Army knife, and embarked on a long journey back to England. The nomadic life that he had been living left him with no friends and social life, so the teenager was finally looking for normalcy in his life. He started by walking towards the town of Quillan. Batty went under the fake name Zach Edwards before leaving France to protect his mother and grandfather. He even went as far as making up a story about why he was walking around and pretended to know where Quillan was. The teenager fearlessly walked about 22 miles and spent a night sleeping outside in the mountains with no food. But after 2 days of walking, he was discovered by a truck driver in the wee hours of the morning. He told the delivery man his story but did not think he believed him. The boy continued to help him deliver his parcels because he thought it was the least he could do. The delivery man gave Batty his phone so he could call his grandmother, Susan. He was taken to the police station, but his fear of getting his mother in trouble still haunted him as he got paranoid about how much trouble he had gotten himself in for telling the police the truth and them having his fingerprints. He spent 3 days sleeping at a foster home, and on the 4th day, he was told he would be flying to England despite not having the legal documents. Batty eventually made it to Toulouse Airport, where he found his other grandfather waiting for him along with 2 police officers from Greater Manchester and his social worker. Batty was excited to see his grandfather and greeted him with a big hug. From there, the teenager got on 2 connecting flights and finally landed in Manchester. The police drove him to his grandmother's house, and the two had an emotional reunion. "I started shaking and just gave her a massive hug. The house is different now but still feels the same," he expressed. It still felt surreal for Batty that he was now in England, but the judge decided that the teenager would be under the care of legal protection, and his grandmother would take care of him until he turned 18 in 2 months.